Hi everybody, Johnny Johnson from Minnesota, Medford, Minnesota. Say, here to talk about something different, get my mind off of this baloney shit that's going on in Minnesota with ICE. These assholes that are harassing the hell out of everybody and grabbing people that are citizens, white people that are citizens, they're getting hauled off to these detention centers too, and they're not coming back. That's what we're hearing now up in the cities. Now I understand they're in Mankato already. I hate to say it, but got a bunch of guns, and I've never, ever had a loaded gun in my house. I always kept the bullets in a different room or hidden or away. Now these guns are all fully loaded. Yeah, I'm a real patriot. I mean, if shit happens, I'm there. I'm here. I'll serve again. Anyways, something different. I'm going to talk about a drink I had made. I heard it right before Christmas. Bailey's, of course, the Bailey's cream, Bailey's Irish cream. Oh my God, that's some good stuff. Not cheap. Well, buy a jug of that crap. It's like, what, 40-some, $50? So I seen a guy on YouTube. I don't remember his name, and I don't have the video. Otherwise, I'd have just shared that. But anyhow, he showed how to make it, make your own, and better. And he was right on the money. It was amazing. I did it to the T, and fantastic. But it wasn't cheap, because it calls for Jameson, which is a premium Irish whiskey. And it's delicious, and it's smooth, and it's wonderful, but it's not cheap. Anyways, Christmas, I got two sons, and I made them each a jar of that stuff, and of course I had to make myself a couple of them, and they're all gone. I'm going, my God, I don't know, go buy another jar of man, that is not cheap. It adds up, man. Groceries are high enough, and so is the alcohol. But anyways, I got to thinking, he used I'll share the recipe with you, but he used a 750 milligram jug. That's just a normal bottle of the Jameson, and it worked perfect. It's a little stronger than what you get, definitely stronger than what you get with Bailey's. But with this recipe, it was so smooth and delicious that you couldn't go wrong. But anyways, I'll tell you how I made it. Hang on a second. I got to go grab the recipe. I left that not with it today for some reason. I'll be right back. Hang on. I ain't going anywhere. At least not too far. All right. I got it right here. All right. If you can read this, handwritten, save that and try it. It's wonderful. But anyways, instead of using the Jameson Irish whiskey, that's really good. I would recommend trying that one once. And then if you want to do the frugal route, which I think is so darn close to being as good as that, I'm not going to go as far as to say it's better, because it's pretty hard to beat Jameson. That's a smooth Irish whiskey. See, how you like my Irish hat? I had to put that. Well, number one, my hair's a little greasy. I hadn't jumped in the shower yet. Number two, we're talking about Irish whiskey. Gotta play the part. But anyways, instead of using the 750 milliliters of Jameson, I used 750. I measured it out in a big measuring glass or mixing bowl, whatever they have it. And they have millimeters. It's on the opposite side of the ounces. They all do. And I put 750 milliliters of Seagram 7. Yep, you guessed it. Now, I wouldn't use something like Windsor. That's pretty, I don't know, brand tart. That's not really a sipping whiskey. You got to have something where you could literally take a shot and not croak. So anyways, I used the Seagram 7, and I tried it out for the first time today. And actually, I just had a tiny little sip. I didn't have a lot, so I'm not pickled pink yet. But anyways, the recipe, I just take a regular ice cream bucket, works the best, and get yourself one of those electric stem mixers. And I'll tell you why that really comes in handy, because instead of using Hershey's cocoa in the recipe, I used, well, Walmart was out, believe it or not, Faribault, Minnesota. That's a mega Walmart. They didn't even have Hershey's cocoa. So I wanted to make this stuff. It's Christmas. I gotta get something going. It's gonna be one of the presents to the boys. So I bought instead of Hershey's cocoa, I bought Great Value. It's the same thing as Swiss Miss instant hot cocoa with the little marshmallows. Yeah, I bought that and used that, and I'm telling you, I'll use it all the time because it is really good. But that's where that stem mixer comes in, because when you're stirring it up, all the little marshmallows floating to the top of that whiskey and all that goodness grinds them up. Otherwise, you don't want to be having a shot and then choke on a little marshmallow. That would be good. But anyways, put your 750 milliliters of either the Jameson Irish whiskey, or go to the Seagram 7. If you're on a budget, do the Seagram 7. It's very, very good. You won't be disappointed, I guarantee it. Okay, the next thing that's very important is the condensed milk. And you got, the normal condensed milk, or you can just get Great Value. That's what I do. Don't get evaporated milk. It's got to be condensed milk. 2 cans with that 750 milliliters of your favorite whiskey. 2 cans of this. You can use Carnation or this. It's the same thing. This is probably about 30-40 cents cheaper a can. I always go Great Value if I can. Carnation makes it anyway. It's the same. It's just a different label. So that, and then vanilla extract, 3 tablespoons. Very important. You got to have all these ingredients. You got to. And then heavy whipping cream. Again, Great Value. Why not? Bought that, and that you got to put in a half a cup. Now, if you're not using if you're using the Seagram 7, which is a little bit more, maybe a little more bitter, less smooth than the Jameson, I would recommend what I did. Instead of the half a cup, I'll go half a cup and just a little bit more. Yeah, smoothens everything out a little better. And then honey. You gotta have honey. You gotta have a honey that you hug, and then you gotta have a honey that you eat or drink. Yeah, and the honey you drink I'm talking about. Well, don't hurt to have both. Anyways, 3 tablespoons of honey. And again, if you're using the Seagrams, take the tablespoon, dump, and keep it going, and dump 3, and then a little extra. You can't have enough honey. I can't anyways, especially the one that are, well, let's not get into that. And then the Hershey's cocoa, well, again, like I said, Swiss Miss or the Great Value, make copy off with the little marshmallows. Yeah. Put 2 tablespoons of that in there and heaping. I always do heaping. And then the last ingredient, believe it or not, is instant coffee. Again, Folgers or Great Value. Any instant coffee works. In that, you need 2 tablespoons. And again, I use heaping. Gives you a little extra jump, a little pick-me-up kick, caffeine. It's all good. You don't want to drink this and get tired. That's where the 2 honeys come. Yeah, you don't want to be tired for the second honey. But anyways, I put all that in an ice cream bucket, and I use a stem mixer. And I grind, and don't be afraid to let that thing run and move it around back and forth for 2 to 3 minutes, because you want to grind them little marshmallows up. And you get it in there going good, and then angle it a little bit. It's like a motorboat, the propel, and it sucks it down, grinds it up so beautiful, and then pour it into one of your big empty favorite whiskey jugs or whatever you got for a jug, and put it in the fridge. Cool her down, and well, you can take it right away and put just on the rocks some ice. It's wonderful. But if you want a really good favorable treat, alcoholic treat, you're gonna love this one. I guarantee it. And Let me know how you like it. I think it's wonderful. God, I don't know. No, I don't think. I know. I love it. And you will too. Otherwise, Johnny, Minnesota, saying hi, bye, and keep us in your prayers with this crazy ice shit going on. Hopefully we can have an end to this nightmare that's happening up in the cities, all the cities. It's coming to your town near you. And be safe. And if you're going to protest peacefully. Let's not make a mistake like George Floyd. We want to keep it peaceful. And let's go from there. Hopefully we can put an end to this regime. Have a good one. Bye.